everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Lunchtime Goals with me, Wanda Martin, where we break for 8. So that means for 8 minutes, I get to hang out with you guys to share with you one goal setting tip that's going to educate you and it's going to motivate you to reach your goals. Now, the reason why it's only for 8 minutes is because the University of Scranton, they did a research and they discovered from this research that 92% of Americans who set their goals, they never achieve them, 92%. So that means if you're good at math, that means only 8%. We do it every Wednesday, only 8%. Give me the 8% sign. I know I can't see you naturally, but put it in the atmosphere. Only 8% of Americans who set their goals, they actually achieve their goals. And so my goal is to get you guys to be a part of that's why you see everyone in the picture on the screen right there. My goal is to get you guys to be a part of that 8%. And I want you to do, and I want to do and accomplish that in 8 minutes. So I want to get you guys to be a part of that 8% in only 8 minutes. So that's why I'm going to teach you one goal setting tip for only 8 minutes to get you to be a part of that 8%. Now, as we go ahead and get started, I want to share with you a story. And it's actually about this teacher. She wanted to teach her students on a new technique of shooting an arrow. She wanted to teach her students a new technique of shooting an arrow, or should I say like a bow and arrow. So one day this teacher says to her students, she said, hey, you guys, I want to show you how to shoot a bow and arrow without looking. So of course they were amazed and they were excited. And so they wanted to see her do this. And so what she did after that, she covered her eyes with a cloth and she shot the arrow. Now here's the thing, when she opened her eyes, she saw that she missed the target. Wah, wah. She saw that she missed the target. And when she missed the targets, look, the students were so embarrassed for her. Have that ever happened where, people become embarrassed for you because of something that you did incorrectly or you did something wrong? But her students became so embarrassed for her, but she wasn't. And here's what the teacher said. The teacher then began to ask her students. She said, hey, you guys, what lesson do you think I was intending to teach you today? And so her students said, well, we thought you was going to show us how to shoot an arrow at the target without looking. And the teacher laughed. And she said, no, that wasn't a lesson that I was trying to teach you all. She said, the lesson that I wanted to teach you is this. You cannot be successful in life without first focusing on the target. You cannot be successful in life without first focusing on the target. Now, the reason why I want to share that story with you guys is because of this. I know many of you, if not all of you all, have targets that you're looking to hit this year, especially before this year is out. Some of you all may have financial targets. Some may have some kind of fitness or physical targets. Some of you may have some kind of family target. Some of you all may have some faith target, and some of you all may have some future targets, some career targets or some business targets. And because of that, I want to show you real quick in the time that I have left, I want to give you 5 simple ways how you can stay focused on your goals so that you can reach your targets. Doesn't that sound good? I want to give you 5 simple ways so you can stay focused on your goals so that you can reach whatever target you have out there so you can reach that target. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and type ready for me in the comment section. I want to see who's already. How many ready? Anybody ever shot a bow and arrow before? Shot an arrow at a target? Well, look, that's what we're about to do in a couple of minutes that we have left. I want to give you 5 simple strategies. Now, if you utilize these strategies, I'm telling you, you're going to never miss any targets ever again in life. And I don't know about you, but that sounds real good to me. I want to hit every target. You're going to hit every goal. You're going to hit every target, no matter what it is, if you just follow these simple strategies. Okay, I see you guys are saying ready. You guys are ready? Okay, great. So let me give you these 5 simple ways how to stay focused on your goals so that you can hit your target. I never want you to miss a target ever again in life after you hear these 5 simple strategies. So number 1 is this. The first thing you want to do in order to maintain your focus so that you can hit your target, you want to do this, and that is narrow your list. You want to narrow your list. I come to find this out. A narrow list will always produce a narrow focus. I'm going to say it again. A narrow list will always produce a narrow focus. Goals, they're great to have, but here's the thing that I realized. If you have too many of them, you will easily become distracted by them. Even though they're good to have, it is so easy to become distracted by them if you have too many of them. So what I'm suggesting for you guys to do is try to focus on not having too many goals, but narrow your goal list down to work on between 1 to 3 major goals per quarter. And so that is something that I do myself. And so again, I teach you things that strategies and the tips that I utilize for my own self. And that's something that I do. I narrow my list every year. And so what I do, I have 1 to 3 goals that I work on and that I focus on every quarter. So if you can see up on the screen, you have your 4 quarters within a year. And so the first quarter, I work on just goal 1, 2, and 3. I'm not focusing on the others. And then goal number 2, I'm working on goals 4, 5, and 6. I'm not focusing on the rest of them. And go in quarter 3, I'm working on 7, 8, and 9. But then when I get to goal quarter 4, I only have 1 goal that I need to work on. And so by me doing that, I found that it doesn't cause me to stretch myself too thin, but it also helps me to maintain my focus in reaching my goals. You know, one thing I found out is this: less sometimes is always more. Less sometimes is always more. So if you have less goals that you're working on per quarter, you're more likely to stay focused so that you can reach your goals. So does that make sense? So that's strategy number 1. You want to narrow your list. A narrow list will always produce narrow focus. Okay, so let's go to number 2. What's the second strategy that you can do to maintain your focus so you can reach your goals? And that is this: you want to break down each major goal. You want to break down each major goal. Listen, you guys, if you have a large goal that you are working on that's making you feel overwhelmed, what you want to do, you want to take that large goal and you want to break it down to smaller goals with specific achievable tasks. I'm going to say that again. So if you have a large goal that you're working on and you tend to feel overwhelmed by it, what you want to do, you want to take that large goal and you want to break it down into smaller goals with specific achievable tasks. So in other words, instead of saying focus on the large goals, you just want to focus more on the smaller goals. And if you focus on the smaller goals, it's going to help you to produce that larger goal. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's something that I have adopted in my life. So for an example, this year, one of my largest goals was to read 12 leadership books this year. Well, you know, when I set the goal, I knew it was a goal out of my comfort zone. It was in a goal within my discomfort zone. It's a goal that's going to stretch me. But as the year was progressing, I started to become overwhelmed. So what I started to do, I took that large goal and I broke it down into a smaller goal. In other words, so my goal is to read 12 leadership books this year. So now the smaller goal is just read 1 leadership book a month. And so by me seeing that smaller goal now, it did not seem overwhelming. I was able to maintain my focus on the goal and I'm able to stay on track with achieving that goal. So does that make sense? So that's the second thing that you want to do in order to maintain your focus. You want to break your large goals down into smaller goals to help you to maintain your focus. And I'm telling you guys, if you do this, it's going to boost your confidence in achieving them, but it's also going to help you to maintain your focus. That's what it's all about. So let's go to the next one. The third thing that's going to help you to maintain your focus is you got to have some accountability partners. You have to have some accountability partners. Look, as long as the goal is not too personal or confidential in nature, listen, telling people whom you trust about your goals, they're going to make you more accountable and they're going to help you to maintain your focus. In other words, you are less likely to lose focus when you have someone who's encouraging you and also someone who's holding you accountable. So accountability, having an accountability partner is major in helping you to maintain your focus. You know, I always say that you can never achieve a journey on your own. You need someone to help you to get there. Like I always say, look, even the Lone Ranger had Tonto. He didn't go on his journey by himself. He didn't win by himself. Listen, you can't win alone. You need to have some accountability partners to help you to maintain your focus so that you can reach your goal. And a good example of this is my own son. You know, I have 2 boys, I have Stephen and Tony Martin, and one is 18 and one is 14-year-old. Well, both of them play basketball. But this year, at the beginning of this year, I asked Tony, I said, hey, what is one goal that you want to achieve this year when it comes to basketball? And he said, one of my goals, Mom, is that I want to score more 3-pointers in a basketball game. Now, here's the thing. By him sharing that goal with me, it allowed me now to stay more on him, but it also allowed me to remind him and encourage him to continue to practice so he can reach that goal. So do you see how it works? When you share your goals with someone, it now opens them up to hold you accountable, to encourage you, and also to remind you to stay focused on that goal. And it's actually working. He's doing a pretty good job with that. And so I just want to share that with you guys. Another way to maintain your focus is you need to have accountability partners. Get out your head. I can do it all on my own. Look, even Jesus couldn't. He had 12 disciples. No one can do it alone. You have to have somebody with you. Take somebody on a journey with you to hold you accountable. So that's the third way to maintain your focus so you can stay focused with your goals. Here's number 4. The fourth thing that you can do to stay focused on your goal, I love this one. You can measure your progress. Measuring your progress will help you to stay focused on your goals. Listen, without measuring, tracking your progress, you can't be sure whether you're making progress or you're heading in the wrong direction. And so you want to make sure that you're making progress and you're headed in the right direction. But the only way that you can do that, you have to measure your progress. And when I thought about this, it made me think about myself with Weight Watchers. You know, this is no secret. You know, I'm a part of the Weight Watchers program, so it helps me to maintain my focus with my weight. And so I noticed that while on Weight Watchers, it has helped me to stay focused on my goals because they're constantly every week measuring my progress. But not only are they measuring my progress, I get to measure and to track my progress. And I noticed that whenever I fall off the wagon, it's because I stopped measuring my progress. I stopped tracking how much I'm eating and what I'm eating. And so measuring your progress, tracking your progress, it will help you to maintain focus. Because I notice when I measure my progress, when I'm tracking my points, when I'm tracking what I am eating, it is so easy for me to stay focused on what to eat and on what not to eat. But how do I get there? By measuring my progress. And so measuring your progress, listen, it will keep you from becoming disheartened, but it will also help you to maintain your focus. You guys got it? Is this helping you all? I know it is because it helped me, so I'm just sharing it with you all. But let me give you the fifth one. The fifth and final way to maintain your focus so you can reach your goal or so that you can hit your target is this. And this is one of my favorites, you guys. It is create a goal board, or should I say a vision board. How many of you guys have a vision board? If you have a vision board, go ahead and type me in there. This is something I've asked before, but if you have a vision board, go ahead and type me there. Vision boards are so powerful. I cannot begin to stress that enough, why it's so powerful for you to have a vision board. And if you don't have a vision board, you need to have a vision board for 2021 because they are powerful tools in helping to bring your dreams, your goals, and your vision to pass. And so the fifth thing to do to stay focused is to create a goal board. Now, to help you to stay focused on your goals, you should create a visual reminder of each goal that you're working on. Oh, I see a lot of people have vision boards. Yes, I love it. But to maintain your focus with your goals, what you should do, you should create visual reminders of each goal that you're working on. So what am I saying? So what you can do is you can get a bulletin board, or you can get a poster board, or you can use some kind of electronic platform like Pinterest and different things of that nature. And what you want to do, you want to fill those boards with images or with pictures that represents the goals that you are working on. So for an example, here's an example of my goal board that I created at the beginning of the year. So if you see, I'm working on 10 goals for this year. And so I found images to go along or to correlate with each goal, and I placed it on a cork board. I numbered it 1 through 10, and it sits before my eyes constantly. It is a visual reminder of the goals that I'm working on. So in other words, it's helping me to stay focused. I cannot begin to tell you how many people are working on their goals, but they don't have a goal board. I'm telling you, it is a powerful tool to have and to utilize to help you to stay focused with your goals. You know, by you having a goal board, one thing it does, it embeds into your subconscious mind that your goals are important to you. And it brings to your mind different things, different ideas, creative ways on how to achieve your goals. And it's funny because when you have your goal board in front of you, and I'll use me as an example, just having my images in front of you, what it does in my subconscious mind, it's almost like it primes my mind. And what I mean by that is whenever there's different things that are around me that goes along with my goals, it seems like my subconscious mind or my mind, it draws attention to it. It's almost like if you was to purchase a car. Now, you may purchase, I don't know, I'll use me as an example. When I purchased my black Mercedes and it had a red interior. Now, before then, I never saw that car anywhere. But the moment that I purchased it, while I was driving my car, or whenever I'm driving my car, I tend to see that same exact car in other places. Now, why didn't I see it before? Because my attention wasn't drawn to that before. But now that my attention is drawn to the car that I'm driving, now I start to see it everywhere else. Well, that's how it will be with your goals. When you have images of your goals on a goal board and you keeping it before your eyes, your subconscious mind, what it's going to do, is going to draw your attention to things that go to things and to people, to places that's going to fit or go along with your goals. And then just different things you're thinking, hey, this just popped up. No, it didn't. You actually worked that goal into fruition to show up in your life because you focused on it. What you focus on, you make room for. So does that make sense? So you want to have a goal board, because a goal board will help you to stay focused in achieving your goals. So that's it, you guys. I gave you 5 quick tips on how to stay focused in achieving your goals. So in closing, I just want to share this with you guys. Just like no one can hit their targets with their eyes closed, listen, you cannot hit your goals without being focused. You have to maintain your focus. So did you guys get something out of that today? I know you did. So how I love to end my G4G trivia, my goal for the goal trivia, I always love to ask the trivia question. So today the trivia question is this: what is one thing you can do to remain focused with your goals? Name one thing that you can do. Now I gave you 5, but give me one thing that you can do to remain focused with your goals. And the first one who answers the question correctly, you will win a mystery prize. The first one to answer the question correctly, you will win a mystery prize. So give me one thing that you're going to do to help maintain your focus. Anisha Thomas says she's going to measure her progress. That is great. Give me somebody else, because Anisha, she's always winning. So we're going to give someone else a chance, but that's great. So Anisha, make sure you measure your progress to help you to stay focused with your goals. Anybody else? Give me one thing that you're going to do to maintain your focus so that you can reach your goals. Now I gave you 5 of them, and Anisha says she's going to measure her progress. Somebody give me something else. Give me another one that you're going to do. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. If not, I'm going to let Anisha to walk away with the prize. Give me 5 things that you can do to maintain your focus. I'm telling you, if you utilize these 5 things, it's going to help you maintain your focus. Look, not just with your goals, but just in other areas of your life. Okay, Sharita Davis says she's going to narrow her list. Yes, Sharita, that is right. And you know what? I believe this is your first time you've ever won on Lunchtime Goals. So you are the winner. You are the winner for today. And so look for a special mystery prize that's going to come in the mail from my heart to your heart, just to say congratulations to you and to thank you for participating in Lunchtime Goals Trivia. So everyone give Sharita a round of applause. Give her some hands in the chat. Say yes, light it up with the love hearts. Yes, I love it. Okay, Bernice says she's going to make myself accountable. That is good, but here's the thing. I want you to have an accountability partner. Can you find an accountability partner, somebody that you can share your goals with, that's going to help make you accountable? Because, when we say, I know I'm kind of diving a little bit more deep into this, when we make our own self accountable, it's easy to wake up and say, I'm not going to do that today. But when you share your goals with someone, look, they can ride you. They'll be in your grill. They'll be in your face. They will be reminding you constantly, even when you don't feel like it. And it's going to motivate you to go after that goal. And so I love that one. Make yourself accountable, but I would love for you to go extra and take that extra step. Look, invite somebody to hold you accountable with that goal as well. Okay, hey you guys, that was great. Now, last week I shared, as we go to close out, last week I shared a trivia question and I didn't share the winner. And so the winner for this week's trivia question, for last week's trivia question, I should say, is Pastor Cynthia McKnight. So you must be present to win. So Pastor Cynthia, if you are on at this moment, go ahead and type in I won. If you are on, go ahead and type in I won. Okay, great. Bernice says, yes, she had one. That is great. I love it. 8%. So doing those different types of things is going to help you to stay focused with your goals. Okay, Pastor Cynthia, going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay. Well, you have to be present to win. So every now and then I love to shake things up, but she was the winner of our last week prize. So hopefully she'll get on and say that I won, because I really want to bless her with this particular gift. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for signing on today. And listen, before we close out, listen, I have a new book that is coming out along with the workbook. It's called Go for the Goal. So I have a book, a very informative book called Go for the Goal. And I also have a workbook that goes along with it. And it's going to walk you through all of your goals so that you can achieve your goals by the end of the year. And so that is out now. So you can go ahead and pre-order by going to www.wandamartin.org. It's a lot of information, a lot of strategies, a lot of tips, especially if you got some things out of this lesson today. This kind of stuff that you just learned is in the book. And so you don't want to miss out. You want to make sure that you achieve your goals for 2021, especially as the year is coming to a close. A lot of people are working on their goals. A lot of people now are booking me to come in to teach about goal setting. Listen, you can be ahead of the game. You can get the advantage of those individuals. Go ahead and purchase the book and the workbook today so you can be ahead of the game and go to achieve your goals for 2021. Also, as we go to close out, listen, to all of our first-time visitors, to receive a free Go for the Go wristband. We all wear it every Wednesday. It's our Go for the Go wristband. To receive a free Go for the Go wristband, all you have to do is just type me in the comments section, and I will make sure that I mail it to you. Now, it is only for our first-time visitors. So if this is your first time visiting us here on Lunchtime Goals, hey, I want to mail you free of charge, from my heart to your heart, a free wristband that says Go for the Goal. And it will remind you, definitely remind you, to keep going after your goals. It's something we wear every Wednesday together, and it reminds you that I'm a part of the 8%. And then as we close out, hey, you guys, listen, if you enjoyed the information that you received, make sure you follow me on my Go for the Goal Facebook page. Hey, I want you to like the page, but also I want you to place lunchtime goals in the comments section. If you do, you will receive a special gift from my heart to your heart. And also, you're going to help me to reach my goals. So I have a specific goal number that I want to reach. Can you guys help me to do that? I'm coming on every Wednesday to help you guys to reach your goals. I need you guys to help me to reach my goal. How can I do that, Pastor Wanda? By just hitting like on my Go for the Goal Facebook page. Liking that page, listen, you're going to get tons of information every week on how to go after your goals. Then also, you can follow me on Instagram, _ Go for the Goal. Follow me on Instagram. There's also information on that page as well. And then it doesn't stop there. It keeps getting better. Look, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel with tons of videos that I've been doing since the beginning of the year. That's only for 8 minutes. That's designed to educate you and motivate you to reach your goals. And if that's not enough, hey, the fun don't have to stop. You can just visit www.wandamartin.org. I have a lot of information on there as well to help you to reach your goals. Well, hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Lunchtime with Wanda Martin. It's all about going after our goals. Hey, like I always like to conclude, hey, be safe, be great, and be what? Be 8 all day. Hey, God bless. Have a great day.